Hey everyone, Jose from Very Geek. Welcome back to the channel. And oh, would you look at that? JP got another top grossing reward. Great, 100 stones this time.
Oh, dab on them.
Okay. Anyway, aside from that, I wanted to make a topic video about this because to me it's getting a little out of hand. So, Gohan and Cell came out. Everyone has used them. Everyone thinks they're great. I think they're great. They're phenomenal. Everyone has issues though with the awakening stuff. Now, I wasn't too big on. To me, Gohan's requirements aren't that crazy to me, only because I intentionally shaft my team by putting the intelligence Android 16 on it, and I get damaged. But again, it's kind of a lose-lose. It's a win-lose situation because 16 is a phenomenal unit, and you can't really use them on that team. So it's like I'm getting it because I'm shafting myself. So I wanted to talk about this because I think it's kind of crazy how specific Gohan's is and how scary the future of Dokkan could be if they decide to go more anime accurate or series accurate to these transformations. And what I mean by that is that when you have a situation like this where Gohan needs 16 or an Android category because it's illegal in Japan or whatever for gambling, because it's a gambling game of cards, right? It's a card collecting simulator. But it is illegal for a card in the game to require another premium card, which is a summonable unit that requires currency, to be necessitated or necessary for that card to be at its full potential. For example, you cannot do a dual Dokkan Fest where Super Saiyan 4 Goku is on one banner, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is on another banner, and you need both of them to get like LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. As hype as that sounds, you can't do that. That's why those duo cards they're together. That's why you have LR Vegeta and Gogeta, which is just both of them in the same card. So now the problem is when they become too series accurate with these things of requiring an Android 16 and being below like 60% health, which is like a weird number. I don't know why they put 58. I don't know if it's because his name is Go. Like Go means 5 in Japanese. Like, and Han, I don't know if Han or like maybe 8 for 18. I don't know, but which makes no sense, so never mind. So I don't know. There should have been either 70% or just having a 16 on rotation, and then that's it. It should have just been that. But they had to shaft him because obviously his LR form is extremely powerful. But so this is okay. It's not god awful. It's not the worst transformation mechanic in my opinion. It still sucks. The second part is one of the worst though, where you need 5 turns if it's just an Android enemy or an ally. They have to be in the Android category. But guess what? If you're fighting an event where there's no androids and you don't want to put any androids on your Kamehameha team, unless you put Mira, physical Mira, which I'm not going to pull him up, but he's the only category android that would fit on this category with get the buffs and everything. So look him up, and if you have that card, maybe try running that if you don't have 16s or much androids. But yeah. So that sucks, but it's not too hard to get under 60% health, right? Especially if you're fighting like in a Super Battle Road or a Legendary Goku event. It's not too hard to fall under 60 with a Android category ally in your team or whatever. Now, the problem with Gohan isn't that. It's to me his awakening passive. His awakening passive is phenomenal, but he needs to, in order to activate his full potential, he needs a Super Saiyan Goku on rotation. Has the same turn as him. He'll get another 59% boost, which I think is equivalent to like LR Tech Broly's boost when he does his active skill. It's crazy. It's a very high buff. Trust me, it's an amazing buff. They kind of remedied this by having the free-to-play Tech Goku and Gohan, because that one counts as being a Super Saiyan Goku because he's on the card. So you can run that if you don't want to run the free-to-play Yard Rat one. But then we have Cell. Same thing, HP is 30% or less, and then it's trying to be series accurate where, oh no, he almost died, so then he comes back and he heals, and when he comes back, full HP, like the LR, fusions. And then this, to me this one's worse, because this team in general is ridiculously tanky. You cannot at all probably fall below 30% HP in any event except Super Battle Road or Legendary Goku event. Where you're saying, are those the most important events? Yeah, true. But it doesn't mean that they have to slack on the Dokkan events either. Like the last hardest Dokkan event was probably physical Dragon Ball Super Broly, and then UI Goku. But this team is ridiculous tanky. You have Cell himself, you have 16 who guards, Gohan that stacks defense, LR Int Gohan that like just hits like a truck and ends things quick, Fizz Cell that heals, Tech Cell that heals, like it's kind of nutty. So that's ridiculous. And then he gets his active skill, not even on the same turn. You have to wait till the turn after he comes in to get his active skill. So it's ridiculous. So, and then you have this guy, which wouldn't be a problem if he was AGL, because then you could just slap him on his team because he gives boost super AGL types. But I feel like that's intentional, so you can just slap him on the team so you can get pummeled, so you can get this transformation right off the bat. So I guess that's their way of doing that. But I'm going to provide a couple more examples that are either better and / questionable transformation mechanics in general. Now, Tech Trunks has by far one of the best transformation mechanics in the game. He doesn't transform every turn like Vegeta and Goku or in the Frieza, but guess what? Third turn starts, he transforms, and then immediately after gets his active skill the next turn. Done. Zamasu. I already have him transformed, sorry. Zamasu. Third turn, same thing. Performs Protara, then he's already done. And the next turn he gets his active skill, and then he transforms into half Goo. Goku Black has one of the worst mechanics in the game. Sure, the HP thing isn't really that big of a deal, but it's this thing right here, the 6th turn. Starting from 6 turns is actually just insanely like crazy. The only unit that has 6 turns from the start of battle is the LR fusions, and they have to be below 50% HP. It's ridiculous because they make it such a big deal for you to like stack up his stuff and have him whatever, and then after that he just transforms, and then all of that's kind of like remedied. So that's an awful active skill or leader or transformation. And then you have this one. This one isn't too bad because guess what? The HP is only 70%, which is, you can relatively fall below 70% more or less. Even in Dokkan events, you get super attacked by enemy that has the type advantage. You could probably like get that even in Dokkan events like nothing. It's easy because it only takes 3 turns and then he's done. So what I'm getting at is this one doesn't say you need Krillin on the team or any type of Krillin on the team, because obviously that's why Goku transformed. This one doesn't say you need Vegeta or Goku to beat you to a pulp and then learn his skills and transform. This one doesn't say you need a Vegito unit on your or Vegito Blue on your team to beat the shit out of him. This one doesn't say you need Zamasu to pop in and just with his little like dash-in thing and tell him he's a sinner for him to transform. None of these units require those anime accurate things. So the future of the game could be a little bit annoying, and this because realistically there's probably going to be an LR Goku that comes, Super Saiyan Goku, for the second half of this celebration. Which, by the way, all the shit I'm ranting about, all this shit or whatever, don't get me wrong, the units are phenomenal, and the celebration is arguably better than the Super Saiyan 4s and the 4-year anniversary. To me, they've been giving out stones, new Super Battle Road, new boss rushes, tons of events, like 10 stones a day. This is insanely better to me than the 4-year anniversary. And we have an EZA coming up for SS2 Gohan as well. But essentially, they're asking you, if they do release an LR Super Saiyan Goku, they essentially in their heads are thinking, well, all our players are gonna have to pool or like want to pool to have the best team, because it's a mental thing, a collector thing. All our fans want to pull LR Super Saiyan Gohan, LR Perfect Self, so you can lead the Android Cell Saga category. Then you pick up that LR Bye Guys Goku, and then you drop that 16 on rotation. Gohan's gonna hit like a monster. You see where I'm going? They're doing that thing of requiring other units, but without doing it explicitly, because what they're doing is that they're not saying a specific name unit. They're just saying a general name unit that's named that. I'm pretty sure you could run rare 16 on your team, and you'll get the transformation. It doesn't matter. So, for all that being said, I just really hope that this doesn't become a thing. Because apparently this is their way of nerfing these cards, and I don't see why. Like, a key example is LR Kale and Caulifla. I know if you're the true fan, you know that he talks about them all the time with their like multiple super attacks, their attacks, defense, and all that. They're a little crazy. So nerfing these two down to like being this, which again, they're still top 5, top 6 units in the game. Gohan's probably the number 2 unit in the game. Like just being an SSR because he hits like a truck, he defends like a truck, whatever. That's a thing now. But yeah, so he also defends and hits hard, so he's an amazing unit. And he gets 1 key and everything. He's great. So yeah. With all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys have like, comment, subscribe for new shit that video if you enjoyed. Make sure you guys follow my Instagram, Twitter, my Snapchat. And the question I'll leave you off with today is, do you think that they're gonna continue with this like weird anime accurate transformations, or do you think they're gonna go back to just 3 or 4 turns and then things, or do you think they just want it to be more gimmicky because they think people won't be interested? Because Dragon Ball is the most popular IP probably known to man, and like, or one of most popular IPs known to man, where anyone can complain about a certain card, people are still going to pull for it. Like myself, I still pull for Gohan, because guess what? Gohan's my favorite character, and him getting a proper, amazing Dokkan Fest LR is great. Just the transformation shit sucks. So, with all that being said, see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.